Well, Green Bay won. Apparently, to the media, Kansas City's in trouble. People ain't happy, and life sucks. Welcome one, welcome all to the Weeknight Recap, where we're going to take a deep dive in everything that has happened. What's going on, Chappelle? How you doing, brother? We're going to take a deep dive into things that have happened tonight, today, and whatever else everybody else want to talk about. I think there's some things that are bigger than sports, i.e. real life. And I feel like some of the things that's going on in everybody's cities, it's really dividing the people. And it's not so much of a race thing. It's just the people who are willing to give up some resemblance of rights for the illusion of freedom. What's good with bro, man? I don't know. I've just been thinking lately. I've been trying to find a way to touch the people. I think I do a good job of touching people through sports. I would hope to believe that I do a good job of touching people through intellectual conversation. But I think, tonight, I can give some sports recaps. I can give some sports news. I can give all of that. But I want to know what's going on in you guys' cities. I want to know what's good with everybody. I want to know if there's anything that I can do, anything that I can say that can help, whether it's just a plain encouraging word or give you information about something or just, whatever. Because I hate to be just tied down in a box. You're Polo J. You know sports. All you're going to talk about is sports. When I know my being, I know who I am. I know that when it comes to life, I'm more complex than that. I know that everybody in America is more complex than that. So I just want to know, how is everybody doing? How's everybody making it? It could be cliche to say by the grace of God. And that's true. We all are making it by the grace of God. Heck, not really the grace right now, the mercy. But, there's a lot of talks of whether you get the jab or you don't get the jab. You can eat or you cannot eat with it or whatever, passports, all these different type of things. I just want to know, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I want to know, is everybody okay? Is everybody going to be okay? Because the things that are going on in my city, Kansas City, it's easy for a place like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, places like that just to close down for a couple of days because of protocols and all that stuff. But I know people with small businesses that can't afford to do that. it comes to the point to where we have to ask ourselves, how much government is too much government? We have to ask ourselves, when are we going to realize that it's we the people instead of just the plain out United States government? We have to come to grips and let them know that, hey, y'all work for us. We don't work for y'all. Only thing that you guys can do is offer guidelines and suggestions. At the end of the day, the real power lies with us. And it's time that we start utilizing that power. Now, I don't want to be on here getting all preachy or nothing like that, but we need to wake up as a people. And this is just an all around as a people. United States citizens, we need to wake up, man. We need to wake up and see the things that are going on. Like I said, this is bigger. This is bigger than YouTube. This is bigger than sports. I know people go to sports and want to listen to sports to escape the reality of things, but that's just like a drug addict. Drug addicts use drugs to escape the facts of reality, to escape the things that's ailing them, to escape the things that are bothering them in everyday social life. That's what drugs do. And that's what sports does. And I get it. I'm never going to knock anybody for wanting that. But there comes a certain point in time where we have to look in the mirror and say, okay, things are messed up. And then we're going to have to walk out that door and deal with it. We have to deal with these things. It should be no reason for a school district to tell you as a parent how your child should be educated. That is on you. That is your right as a parent to distinguish what kind of education you want your child to have. It is your right as an American, as a sovereign citizen, because that's what we technically are. We're sovereign citizens. We have the right to push back. But why do we let fear rule us? Why do we let things that we don't know about dictate our fears? Is it the fear of change? Change is a constant. You change every day you wake up. Every breath you take, you've changed. So why would we be afraid of change? You afraid of death? Death is the only thing promised to us. Death is the one thing that is promised to everybody. Everybody will die. And that's just a fact of life. We need to sit up. We need to straighten up. We need to team up. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Asian. I don't care if you're Latino. What Native American, Somalian, German, whatever set you claim, we need to come together as brothers and sisters of the American states, of these United States of America. That word united means something, or it used to mean something, because we're no longer united. We're divided. And everybody knows that old saying, a house divided can never stand. Our house is crumbling around us. Our world is crumbling around us. Whether it's misinformation, whether it's politics, whether it's things that don't matter in the long run, whether it's, heck, sexual reproduction rights, gender, all these different things, they mean nothing. They mean nothing. And we're putting these things on a pedestal. Why? Why? You know, everybody who knows, y'all know Slick is my friend. That is my friend. And I never heard something until I met him. And that was, if you know you're not supposed to win the game, at least know how to play it. And I sat back and I thought about that. And it rang true. You know, I've been trying to change things, you know, through the means that I know how. That I know. Far as voting and all these different types of things. Not saying that voting isn't important, but I was taking a look at things from the wrong window. I was in the house, but I was at the wrong window. I'm thinking, oh man, I got to make sure I have a president in there that's going to do this, and this. I didn't give a dang about the mayor. I didn't give a dang about the senators. Y'all do know we have a bunch of senators. We have almost a senator per county. I don't know. The governors. These are the true people that represent us. And it's sad that our voices aren't even being heard in the Senate. It's not being heard in Congress. And it's dang sure not being heard in the White House. Now, I'm a music buff also. And lately I've been on a lot of Marvin Gaye. And it's utterly disgusting. And I mean utterly disgusting that same issues that's been plaguing us since the 70s are still plaguing us today. He asked the question, what's going on? But nobody has an answer for it. Nobody has an answer for what's going on. But that's where we come in. We have to search for that answer. We have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. We have to take our power back. We need to stand. Not only stand, but stand together. Stand together on right. Stand together on principle. Stand together on morality. Stand together on justice. And among all, stand together on peace. We do that, we'll make real change. Not change that's just going to last for 4 to 8 years. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about change that my grandkids going to be able to enjoy. Change that when I walk down the street, instead of seeing young brothers in front of the corner store saying, OG, let me get a black and mild, they'll be like, hey, OG, do you know where the jobs are? Hey, OG, do you know where the closest tech school is? Let's get our sons educated. Let's raise our sons. Let's stop over-raising our daughters. That's a problem. We have problems. We got problems and nobody's willing to address these problems. But it's one thing to sit up and talk about the problems without even offering some solutions. And we're not going to find those solutions in a big building downtown where you have to fill out paperwork just to get aid. We find those solutions as community. Community is the answer. Because from community builds, strong families. The family is missing. It's forgive me for saying this. It's too many chicks willing to go through the hot girl summer thing rather than be like, how can I find me a husband? It's too many girls worried about the bag instead of, having inner beauty. It's too many young men worried about the street life. It's too many young men out here worried about chasing the check. What have we given to our children? I know what we've given them. We've given them the disease. We've given them the disease of more. We've given them the addiction to material. We've given them the problem of everything. And we're saying that it's fine. That's not good. That's not good at all. I was going to come on here and I was going to talk sports because I love sports. I love boxing. Got news that Manny Pacquiao might retire. There's a big fight coming up. Joshua versus Usyk. I can sit up and talk about that. But my heart is heavy. My yoke is heavy. Every day I see our people going down. And I don't even think that it's part of lack of knowledge, because the knowledge is there. I think it's just willful ignorance. I know this isn't my regular stilo. I know that. But it comes a time where we got to put entertainment to the side and deal with things how they are. But what do I know? I'm just Polo.